Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Sage Reviews. Well, you know what we're going into today? It is all about the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2. Today basically I'll be giving you my personal review into the Bullets Wireless 2 because we'll be unboxing that differently. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. My Bullets Wireless 1, which is the main one I have right now on my neck, this has been my daily driver for about 4 months now. Actually, a little bit over there, about 5 months now. So this actually be my daily driver, and it managed to actually bench all other earphones I have in my rack, which is quite impressive, at least for like my daily go-to. And this device is so comfortable, I actually fall asleep with it a lot of times. But that's not the main point of view today. Without further ado, let's get into the business. My name is Sage, and welcome to Sage Reviews. Okay, so right in front of me we have of course, you guys know already, the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 and my case from the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 1. So one thing that actually stands out to me on these devices is the fact that the case has been redesigned. If you can look at that closely, you see that the Bullet Wireless 2 has this nice all red design that looks a little bit more similar to its own unique state versus the regular generic OnePlus boxing you have kind of like for the phones. So that's the first redesign. The initial edition came with the red pouch in it with the headphones, some earpiece, and the fins, which you have right here, and basically the manuals and all. So we will know exactly what we have in the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2, and of course we'll be doing the test, going to the specs and the reviews right now. So yeah, let's get into getting rid of this. Okay, right here we have the OnePlus Bullet Wireless 2, and without further ado, let's unbox it. This looks actually way more beautiful than it was last year. I already have the last year one open right in front of me, and you can see the redesign. It's still quite similar. The headphones was inside this box, now it's red instead of white, and the design is different. So let's get this off. And yeah, it's quite really different. It says free your music. Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, just free your music. Free your music. The box has a second seal, which is interesting. And right in here we have quite similar to the pack you have on all the OnePlus phones. The manual, which delves into the details. Normally none of us reads that, so I'll just toss that to the side right now. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's very similar to the one we had last year, but the design is quite different. So the boxes have been redesigned, and if I take off this pouch, you have the air tips in it. That's the big and I think the small, so it comes with a medium right on top of it. And let's get the device out. So we had this pouch last year. I actually misplaced the pouch I had with the Bullets Wireless 1. Actually, let me take this off my neck right now too. And let's get rid of the boxes since we're done comparing the boxes. So let's take this out the same. And this is the Bullet Wireless 1. Let's get this off. So it comes with the device essentially the same way it was with the previous edition. There's a little redesign on that, and it comes with the same USB you had on the previous edition, which is typical OnePlus, the red and the white. So yeah, the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 is right here in front of me. The design is pretty exquisite. Comparing it to the previous edition, they look quite a little bit similar, but also quite different. The clips seem to be a little bit bigger and wider. The battery is a lot much bigger than it was last year, so definitely I'm seeing a lot more battery life on this one compared to the previous edition. The Bullets Wireless one had the sound module on there, which this one too has, but for this one, this does a whole different function than just activating Alexa or your Google Voice. I'll go into details on that on the Wireless 2, but the build and the design looks quite solid. It feels a lot more premium, especially on the earpiece tip sides. It has this lovely, actually said it was something that inspired it. I'm not sure precisely anymore, so don't let me give you false information on that, but let's pull this off. And immediately I disconnect it, it's already going into pairing mode. So I'll go ahead and just connect that to my phone right now. Let's try and pair it up to the OnePlus 7 Pro, which was technically designed and released with, and give it a test. Now the tips look really redesigned and beautiful. This comes only in this color though, so there's no color options like you did with the wireless one. You could actually get this one's in red. This comes in just this single standard metallic black color, which is really nice and premium. Oh yeah, disclaimer, they have the same ear tips, not because they come with the same ear tips, but I switched this to the new ear tips when I was at the launch event on the 14th. We're giving free ear tips, which actually took a couple of those and switched to that because it was more comfortable and had more grip than the initial one that came with it. So that's why I have that on there. But yeah, let's go a little bit into the specs before I connect this. So the specs of the OnePlus Wireless 2, basically it supports a Bluetooth 5.0 and aptX HD. Now for most people who don't know what the aptX HD does, it just gives you an higher bit rate, which means you can actually stream better audio quality than you would have with the previous edition. That means you can support up to 24 kilobits of audio, because that's HD sound, and that's basically available on most of the new phones like your S10 Plus, the OnePlus 7 Pro definitely all support that. The OnePlus 6T also supports that. I'm not sure if the OnePlus 6 supports the HD version. You have the Quick Charge 3.0 on this one too, which allows you to use either the OnePlus Brick, which you have here, which gives you the ultra fast charge. You could also use the regular OnePlus fast charge. I was to work with this one and give you fast charge, and you can use regular bricks. Now I tried using regular bricks with the OnePlus Wireless 1, and I also got almost the same charging speed. It was also extremely fast. Within 15 to about 20 minutes, I already had more than enough charge to last me the whole day. So regardless of the source of charging, whether it's be USB fast charge, you'll still get a decent amount of charge in the time you just take to drop it, go take a shower, or just go grab a bite and come back. Your earpiece is technically fully juiced up for the whole day of use, which is really impressive and amazing with the device. Now on the OnePlus Wireless 1, I was only able to get about 8 hours of use on a straight use. On this one, they've promised to almost double that, to give you about 14 hours on a single use. Now I've seen a couple of reviews online, and some people said they were able to get it to be about 14 hours, whilst people were only able to get about 12 hours 30 minutes at max. I would tell you the full details later down. Before I release this video, I'll definitely do a full test and say that at the end of the video. Yeah, so let's connect this and try it out. Yeah, the door switch I also mentioned before I forget that. So this switch, which activates your Google Assistant, if I double tap it, it switches to a previous device that I connected. So let's say I connected to my phone, to my laptop. I can basically just double tap and goes back to my laptop, and I can switch from my laptop back to my phone without having to disconnect and reconnect, which is a very big and needed feature on this one. Now sitting around my neck, it is actually almost as comfortable as the previous one. It feels a little bit more heavier though, which I think is thanks to the bigger battery bars you have down here. But nonetheless, it's still roughly very comfortable, but you definitely feel this one comparing it to the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 1. This is definitely, you're gonna feel this more on your neck. At least you know you have something on your neck. Okay, so let's connect this and give it a test. And as you can see, once I put on my Bluetooth into pairing mode, it basically detects the OnePlus Wireless 2 automatically, the same way it will on almost any other OnePlus device, and I think most Android phones too. For iPhones, actually, okay, so let me just say OnePlus devices. For other Android phones, it might not do the same thing, but on all OnePlus phones, basically it connects that way super fast. So let's just click that, go into pairing, and play a couple of songs just to try it out. So it's connected, and let's do this. So let's start with the sound test. Let's see how, yeah, it's Baybot guy. Okay, let's travel. Now the bass is much richer on this one than the previous edition, so you have much better low ends. Yeah, I'm liking this, and it's much clearer, and you have actually better mids and highs too. So the triple driver on this one has actually definitely improved the sound. It sounds way better than the previous edition, especially on the low ends. Let's try another song. Yeah, it's definitely clearer. So it gives you that almost fully flat response. But now I discovered on the previous edition I didn't get the best of my sound until I actually went into settings and activated the OnePlus wireless settings. So let's try that now. So of course you have Dolby Atmos for the speaker itself and for the earphone mode. Let's see, let's delve a little into this. So for some reasons, this doesn't have the audio tuner in it, which I'm quite shocked at. So the previous editions had the audio tuner, which gives you quite similar to the style preference, but I could actually select the device, and that really gave me a better sound quality. With this one, you can't really select a device, which is quite sad. I'll definitely try and delve into that later. Okay, so definitely we don't have the audio tuner on this one, so let's just discard that officially. But this sounds way better, better lows, better mids. It's clearer, and you can actually, it's also a little bit more comfortable than the other one. Now I don't know how well this guys would hold when you're running, but it looks like, well, it's not dropping. So yes, definitely you could work out with this ones. They hold pretty well, and by clasping this together, which if you let it go, basically just disconnects. Now it doesn't feel as strong as the previous one, although it's a bit more rounded, but I think probably it's because of the small surface area you have on this one. Either way, this is definitely a well-rounded earpiece. So overall, the biggest downside I'll say to this is it's still not that, it won't give you that same sound effect or full bass sound isolation you'd expect with like a $250 headphones. However, they're pretty solid on their own and give you pretty decent sound isolation. So it's passive isolation, it's not full active sound isolation, but you have a real good sound isolation on this one, which is pretty nice. Basically blocks off almost everything in the surroundings. They stay in, so that's fitting, and basically they work. So downsides, it's heavier, so you actually feel it on your neck. It's not active noise cancellation, but it's passive, and it won't give you that same kind of sound you would expect from a $250 or $350 headphones. But for the price range, I would definitely say yes, go for this. I'll definitely recommend them. And if you're trying to be on the cheaper side, you could definitely go for those ones that are like $30 or $40 cheaper. I would also fully recommend this one, especially for the price points. The upgrade between this one and between the Bullet Wireless 1 and the Bullet Wireless 2 is technically minimal. It's not so super crazy. It's clearer, yes. It's better battery life, yes, and it's better low end, so you have more bass into it and a little bit better sound noise cancellation. But then at the end of the day, you're getting almost the same clarity and a very good headphones at this price. So if you already have the OnePlus Wireless 1, I would say stick to the Wireless 1. You don't need to upgrade to the Wireless 2. However, if you're just coming into it and you need something that would actually work round the clock, 24 hours, the thing that 24 hours battery life will literally serve you round the clock, would last you the whole day, because most of us are only awake for like 14 hours anyway. Would last you the whole day and get you through the day essentially, and not fall apart. Good strong build, premium feel, good sound. I will definitely recommend the OnePlus Bullet Wireless 2. Thanks for watching. And if you guys like this, you want to see more videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can make more videos like this for you guys to see and enjoy. Thanks.